So, in case you all have known, there was a big group of kids that jumped on this 17-year-old Kroger employee. Just beat the dog shit out of him for no reason, was kicking him and doing all this kind of stuff. And there was video of it. One of the employees recorded it and was talking, and they just jumped on him for no reason. And it's just a mess. And I reading the comments and stuff, and I'm embarrassed. And I'm not embarrassed because there was a group of black teenagers. I'm not embarrassed because it's from Memphis. I'm not embarrassed from any of that, other than that was a human being, and these was human beings that did this to another person. How can you do something like this to somebody else? Before we all get started, there's no speculation needed because clearly we have video. The story cannot have any kind of different narrative. There cannot be any other narrative other than the truth because we can see it as clear as day. There's no editing. There's no nothing. There's no camera angle that's showing it different. It's showing these group of kids for no fucking reason jumped on this young man that had nothing to do with anything. Now, if I would have heard this shit and I wouldn't have seen it, if I wouldn't have seen the video or anything, I wouldn't have believed, because I would have believed that a group of 15-year-old kids on up, a group about 20 of them or whatever, jumped on somebody for no reason. I'm saying, you know what, maybe he said something to provoke them. I just don't see that. But seeing the video of it makes a lot of sense. And it's terrible. And it's getting to the point where me and my friend had a conversation about it earlier today. And now that I think about it, and now I'm watching the news and I'm hearing about the grandmother, because the grandmother didn't turn to me. I'm putting the information about the story under below so you can check it out. And it's just, it's ridiculous. Like, should no parent have to tell their child, don't kill anybody? That's not, I really believe that you're born knowing some things, like right and wrong. It's just, no one needs to tell you that that's wrong. No one needs to tell you, like, out of all these people, out of all these group of people that jumped on these kids, no one had the thought to say, this is some messed up stuff. Let me stop it. This is not right. We don't know. Like, why? It makes no sense. And I can understand why these businesses don't want you damn kids in here. It don't want certain type of people, and I can understand it. You all can call it racism, you can call it whatever the fuck you want to. It's just stupidity. It's stupid. And it makes no sense, because I guarantee you, if this would have been a group of white people, a group of 15 to 20-year-old, 15 on up, or whatever age range kids, jumping on a black man, like that, like a black teenager, baby, y'all would have been ready to march from Mississippi River to goddamn Antarctica, okay? It would be an outrage. And this is the shit I'm talking about, because wrong is wrong. It does not have no fucking race. It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do, it's just wrong. It's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong, and it's some fucked up shit. And I was watching, I was on Twitter the other day, and I seen someone sit up here and ask somebody, you know, is there racism? Is there such, well, can black people be racist? Okay, and it made sense a little bit what the person was saying. We said no, because the system of oppression and all that kind of stuff. There's a bunch of bullshit, white privilege and all that shit. But then I thought about it, and I really went deep in thought. There is a such thing. Black people can be racist too. I'm gonna tell you why. Before you even go there. You cannot come up with your own definition and expect me to believe it. If you look up the definition of racism or racist, it does not say a system of people to oppress a certain carpet. It does not. All it clearly says for the general definition of racism or being racist is having hatred towards a group of people for no goddamn reason, other you prejudge them or you believe some stuff. So you can't sit up here and tell me that black people can't be racist because of what your definition of what racism is. Because the general definition does not say anything about white privilege. It does not say nothing about economics and all that type of shit that you motherfucking mathematic geniuses and shit want to come up to make shit sound sweet, and it's still sugar-coated shit, okay? It's still sugar-coated shit at the end of the damn day. Black people can be racist. White people can be racist. Hispanic people can be racist. Everybody can be racist. And I started thinking about it. And this white privilege, black privilege, everybody has privileges. Everybody has privileges. Okay? You can sit up here and say that the white man has more privilege than anybody else. You can say that. But black people have certain privileges too. Hispanics have privileges too to do certain things. I just don't think people understand. Like, we can't just continue this whole, well, the white man responsible, the white man, the white man, the white man. White man had nothing to do with these young kids sitting here beating the fuck out of this man for no reason. I'm going to tell you what had to do. Some of you parents not dropping your children off and not knowing where the fuck they're at. That's what the damn problem is. Why are you all parents, some of you parents, dropping off your children? And if I'm not talking to you, don't get offended and don't press the dislike button, because you know these bullets be touching the green with some of y'all asses. Matter of fact, let me wipe the camera a little better so you can see me a little better, okay? Because some of you all get pressed and pissed off when I sit up here and say some shit and then bullets touching the green. If I'm not talking about, I'm talking in general for somebody who's watching this and who's dropping their child off and don't know where their child is at. Don't know where they at, don't know who they're hanging out. It's no damn excuse. And I understand, me and my friend were talking about this earlier today, and it was just like, well, the parents should, you know, it comes from the parents, but should no parent have to tell their child not to beat the hell and kick somebody? Shouldn't a parent have to tell somebody to have respect for basic human life? There should not be. That's just like, I don't understand. It's just, that makes it, I'm not understanding that. That's a little too much for me. And I respect his opinion, care about him a lot, but I don't understand that some behavior is already, it's already implanted already. Some of that shit is already kind of implanted. This right, we know basic right and wrong. Okay? When they sit up here, I watched a documentary not too long ago, and this baby, a newborn baby, well, not newborn, kind of, he wasn't that old, probably 10-something months or whatever, and it was a toy. They had two toys, and one of the toys were slamming the other toy's hand in some kind of contraption or something, and then they put the toys in front of the child. The child did not want the toy who was doing bad things, because the child already knows, hey, that shit is fucked up. We have a conscience. That's what the good Lord gave us, to be able to tell the difference between right and wrong. To say, that's not right. That's not supposed to happen. Even when I do fucked up shit, that's not right. And I know it's not right. Hey, something said, Justin, you might be some repercussions from there. It might be. So you're not going to sit here and tell me that you don't have it like these people. I just don't understand. It doesn't make any sense in it. And we were talking about, it takes a village to, because the grandmother turned her child. Let me tell you something. If that would have been my child, I would have sent his ass all the way down. I probably would have known his ass was down there. And I said, Mike, or John, or Jared, or Garrett, or Jonathan, or Levi, whatever your name is, whatever my son's name might be, you, or Walter, or William, I would have told him, look, you need to, well, did you have anything to do with that shit? You have anything to do with that shit? If you did, you need to go talk to police. You need to go talk to police, because that doesn't make any sense. And shit, that doesn't make any sense. I would have turned my damn child in so goddamn quick it would make no sense. You ain't finna do no dumbass shit like that and have me looking the fool. And it's not even about looking the fool. It's about being right and wrong. Okay? Because I would have turned my child in. I don't know if some of y'all would have turned your children in too. If it would have been my brother, my cousin, I don't give a damn. Wrong is wrong. And you ain't finna sit here and do something like that and not get away with it. Doesn't make any sense. So they got one of them, because the grandmama, she said, the war 15 years old, she didn't want to be identified. She said that her child did not, he doesn't really have a father figure in his life, and the child ain't really taking, he doesn't have any good examples and all that kind of stuff. And she said it's ridiculous. She said, I hate that. I hope that he didn't have anything to do with it, but I know I saw my grandchild, and I guarantee you, I probably won't put money on this. I would probably put money on this if I wasn't so goddamn broke right now. But I guarantee you that child probably stayed with grandmama anyway. I'm going to tell you what the problem is. We have a cycle going on right now, and it's kids raising kids. It's kids continuing to raise kids. And that old school mentality, that old school raising of children is gone. It's kind of ending with my mother and father and my generation, because now you have 17, 16-year-old raising kids. Okay, and the grandma used to take care of you. If you know you have the child young, grandma be there and all that kind of shit. But nobody seems to have any sense anymore. It seems to be real foolish now, and it does not make any sense. Like like I was saying, it takes a village to raise a child. That means everybody needs to be in these children's life to make sure. And sometimes these kids really just do not care. They really just don't care, and there's nothing that you can say or do to make things better. And I hope to God this man gets justice. I hope we find out. I hope these people start snitching, because they're gonna snitch, and it's because it's ridiculous. And one of the men who got beat, they saying it was a black man, so we can't really sit up here and say that it was a hate crime or anything. But I did hear something about domestic terrorism. I don't know if that can be. I'm not looking to that. I'm not gonna sit up and pretend like I went to Everest and I got my degree in certain things in criminology and criminal justice, because some people seem to think that they are this and that, and get them here and show us memes and sit and tell us like it's facts, and it's not. But it's a sad situation. It's just too much shit going on, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, because every time that boy got kicked, and they just kept on kicking him. Just kept on kicking. And the girl didn't do nothing but record it. Like, she didn't do nothing but record it. It seemed like it was a joke. Like, they're beating the white boy. I'm kind of glad that she did record it, because she got the people on tape who actually had something to do with it. Then, and again, I want her to call police so we can get police involved. But by the time the police got there, there would have been nobody to get, because we don't know who did what. So I'm kind of iffy about this whole recording thing. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But I think if I was there, I would have just stopped and told them to stop. Hey, y'all, cut this shit out. Even if I got my ass beat. I would have done that. But it's a sad situation. I hope justice is served. If you want to read about the story, find out the video is in the news story. Y'all check it out. And y'all tell me what you think. Would you have turned your child in? And if so, let me know. Tell me in the comments. I want to hear what y'all got to say. And I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces. Bye.